One sunny morning, White Bear set up his easel in the garden. He dipped his brush in colors and began to paint his house. Birds sat on the fence, rabbits hopped nearby, and a squirrel peeked from a branch, all watching quietly. Blue sky, green roof. Perfect, murmured White Bear, carefully stroking his brush. Misha came skipping along. She clapped her hands when she saw the painting. Wow, Bear, you are an artist. Can I help? She chirped. The bear smiled kindly but shook his head. Shh, painting needs peace. Misha pouted for a moment. Then her eyes lit up. If Bear can make art with colors, I can make art with food, she whispered to herself. And off she ran into the kitchen. Misha pulled out bowls, spoons, and every ingredient she could find: flour, eggs, honey, berries, and chocolate. Crack went the eggs, shells tumbling into the bowl. Poof went the flour, turning the rabbits into bouncing white snowballs. A little bird sneezed when honey dripped on its beak. Hee hee, this will be the world's biggest cake. Misha laughed, stirring the gooey mess with one of Bear's paintbrushes. She stuffed the sticky mixture into the oven. The oven door bulged, creaked, and then, boom, back in the garden. White Bear was adding the final touches to his picture when smoke puffed out of the chimney. His eyes went wide. Oh no, he grumbled, dropping his brush and running inside. What did he see? The oven had exploded into a mountain of cake. Chocolate dripped from the ceiling. Cream spilled onto the floor. And Misha stood proudly in the middle wearing a paper chef's hat. Ta-da! It's my masterpiece, the mega cake, she announced. The cake kept growing and growing, rolling across the kitchen like a giant, sticky wave. Misha cut huge slices and raced outside. Everyone must eat it. She cheered. The rabbits dashed behind a tree. The squirrel leapt into the highest branch. The little bird flapped its wings in panic, but Misha was faster. She plopped giant slices into their paws and beaks. Eat, 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 she laughed. The rabbit's cheeks puffed like balloons. The squirrel's tail stuck with frosting, and the bird sneezed crumbs everywhere. Poor White Bear sat with a fork, staring at the cake mountain. At last, everyone sat together, stuffed with cake. White Bear sighed, but instead of scolding, he carefully cut a neat square from the mountain. He placed it on a plate. See, Misha, he said gently, even cake can be art, if done carefully. Misha giggled, licking her spoon. Then, with a mischievous grin, she grabbed Bear's paintbrush and drew a giant rainbow cake right across his beautiful painting. White Bear froze. The animals gasped. Then everyone burst into laughter, even the bear. And from that day on, Misha was known not only for her mischief, but also for her mega cake that no one could ever forget.